Hello everyone, friends. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most important tools for a scalper, and that of course is the trading terminal. It's the foundation of everything, and the very first thing you'll do when you decide to get into scalping is install the trading terminal. Which one you choose is up to you. Pick the one that's most comfortable for you. In my case right now it's Vataga. A brief chronology. I started with Scalp, then tried Vataga 2 or 3 years ago, then tried Tiger, and then back to Scalp again, and now at the moment I'm back to Vataga. So I've tried different ones. There's also Scalp, there's Caliber, and some others as well. It's up to you. Basically the settings will be more or less similar, but there will still be differences. So at this stage I'm showing what I use and how to set it up. Vataga trading platform. Vataga is first of all an ecosystem, and here you need to fund it, create an account, go through verification, and only then download the platform and connect it. Now, we are going to meticulously take care of all of this, and I genuinely want to show you precisely what it will look like on your screen. Everything will appear exceptionally nice and incredibly neat, just like this. A highly functional and intuitive workspace where you can effortlessly scroll through various coins and immediately observe the comprehensive order book, the detailed chart, and the extensive list of quotes. Yes, indeed, the specific coins. You can create as many tabs like this as you want. We'll do it using one as an example. And from there, how you use it is up to you, but you'll definitely understand what to do and how. Before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe, of course, to this channel. It's the most important thing for me, and it's the only thing I ask of you. Also, subscribe to our free Telegram channel where there's a great chat where you can share experiences, discuss situations, pick up tips for yourself, and share things with others. Now let's get started. Friends, when we open Privos, when we open the website to start using all of this, we land on a page like this. Here you can briefly look around and see what features are available. But I'll say right away, we will be using Vataga Crypto, a broker for trading and for getting cash back. And we'll be using it to trade on Binance, meaning we'll be trading on the Binance exchange through the broker. We'll be creating accounts. I'm answering questions that beginners often ask right away. You no longer need to create accounts on any other exchanges. You only need your own exchange, the one you use, just to fund your Vataga Crypto account. That's it. In other words, you don't need to trade there. All transactions will be made in Vataga Broker, so you just need to fund it and trade. You'll be trading through it. So you land on this page and click Login. When we click Login, it takes us to a window like this. Here you click Create Account, and it takes you to another similar window. This is the window where you need to enter your email, set a password, and confirm it. Check the boxes, confirm that you're not a robot, and click Create Account. That's it. This is a simple, basic registration process. After we've completed the registration, we're redirected to a screen like this where all the main features are, which we'll go through now. But since your account is new, you'll see pop-up messages offering security options to download the app and other details. Set up a PIN code. Make sure to do everything that's suggested. Everything that appears here in these banners. I don't have them, but you will. But I can go in and immediately tell you what exactly will be there. First of all, when we log in, you'll need to verify your identity. And you need to complete verification if you decide to trade on Binance, which I recommend because that's where the main liquidity is. But some people might trade small amounts. Some trade liquidity, some focus on listings, and so on. In that case, you'll also need BitGet. Maybe in some cases Bybit, or if your favorite exchange is Bybit, then you complete verification there. I went through verification everywhere just in case, and that's it. The procedure is as simple as possible. You log in, you submit either your passport or driver's license, then take a selfie, rotate the camera 360 degrees in the verification section, that is. Be sure to complete the verification. It's up to you to choose where to do it. I don't think it's necessary to show every single step in detail. We're not a bunch of second graders here using a computer for the first time. Verification. Just follow the instructions. A photo of your passport, a selfie, turn your head if needed. Next, go to the wallet section, and there you need to enter the wallet address where you will be withdrawing funds. I hope you already need to do this and are already withdrawing money from trading, but I think not yet, because this video will most likely be watched by beginners. Most likely. But nevertheless, for the future, enter the wallet where you will be withdrawing funds, meaning your exchange. Next is security. Enable two-factor authentication and create a PIN code. You will be connecting Google Authenticator. This is an app that everyone uses as well. As you can see, I have a lot of accounts here. As you can see, I have 3 accounts on Vataga and 3 accounts on Tiger. Why? Because we use some accounts publicly and others are personal. These are personal. That's why there are several accounts. You create a PIN code. You set up two-factor authentication and everything is fine. Just follow the instructions, it's all very simple. As for account access, here it's just login and password, nothing else is needed. You can see which devices have logged in, but no one will be able to access your account from another device because the security here is very strong. Here you have a PIN code, two-factor authentication and email confirmation. In other words, no one will be able to use your account unless they somehow get access to your phone or manage to pull your PIN code out of your head. So, I wish you the best and recommend setting everything up. Now let's move on to the settings inside your personal account in the app. You can always reset the leverage here, which is one of the great things about Vataga. It's very beginner friendly, and under each icon there's a little exclamation mark in a circle. And you can see the auto setting for leverage when listing. If you have a question about what this is, just click and read. When a new instrument appears on the exchange, the leverage is set automatically according to the selected rule. If the setting is turned off, the default leverage is applied. And here you can choose optimal, maximum and maximum. Maximum position, maximum leverage. So these are different options. Maximum position sets the leverage that allows you to open the largest possible position based on your deposit. In other words, it's leverage on your deposit and it limits you by the total amount. Just maximum leverage means as much as possible, whatever is allowed. But the exchange also limits it in dollar terms. So that's how it is. Basically, hover here, take a look, read it. Yes, there's an auto reset for leverage. Go in and check. If the exchange lowers the maximum leverage, then thanks to this previously set option, the maximum leverage will automatically reset to the new value. This feature is actually a good one. Why? Because when a coin is volatile, the exchange lowers the maximum leverage. If the coin was a liquid, well, I don't know the reasons, but basically it used to be 50 times leverage and now it's 10 times. You start clicking. And the platform and the exchange just won't let you enter. Yes, because you have 50 times set on the coin, but the maximum allowed is 10 times. So you just can't enter when the leverage is auto reset. This function is set automatically in your account. The leverage is set automatically in your account. So it's actually a really good feature. Multi-assets means when you use USDM, USDT, USDC, that is... I don't know, we use USDT, so I don't even bother with that. Crediting bonuses to spot. Well, here, when you have some bonuses or something, they go straight to your wallet. BNB for paying fees. This is for Binance to reduce the fees. For those who use it, everything is right here. Use BNB to pay spot trading fees. Same thing, right? Just hover here and read. Bybit trading tag. And here, it's all the same as before. Personal account settings. Private mode is for hiding things, like if you're recording a video or something and don't want to show your balances, it hides them. Dark mode, light mode, you can choose whichever you like. I'll also attach my own settings, but I want you to be able to set everything up yourself. I'll leave my settings in my Telegram channel. Go there, download them, they'll be pinned. Show swap orders on the futures page. So if you have orders somewhere and you want to, so you can see them, just in case you don't leave them somewhere, they'll always be in plain sight. That is indeed the current situation. Let us now move on. We can go in and everything will be completely done. Next, you'll see a window to download the terminal. Download it and then just follow the usual installation procedure for your terminal. So you just open it, click next, 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 choose where to install it, select the language and so on and install it. Once you've installed it, your terminal will look like this, yes, before any settings are applied. And of course, the theme will be a bit different, the standard one. Again, coming back to the topic, I will share my full configuration settings so you can simply load my configurations here and everything will look on your screen just like it does on mine. But for now, we'll be setting things up, so let's minimize the terminal since we don't need it yet. Now we need to fund the deposit, so let's go to the settings, private mode. I'll remove this account. There's nothing for me to hide or show off with zeros anyway. There's nothing special here. Next, we need to top up our deposit, which we will be trading with. And here on the left, we select transfers. And here our QR code and our wallet address will appear. We take it, copy it and open the exchange. You might be doing this on your phone. I'm just showing this to record the video from my computer. As I mentioned, for all operations, I use the BitGet exchange. The link will also be in the description, you can register there. I use it myself. And now we are going to send ourselves to the wallet. $100 just to show how it works. So we need to make a deposit. There is also a withdrawal option here as well as transfers between accounts and transfers between exchanges. So if you trade on spot, if you trade on Binance, you can transfer to Bybit to open a trade there. Or to BitGet, if there's a new listing and you need to deposit funds there, you do it this way. Right here inside this section, if you have available funds on spot in your wallet, let's go back here. Right now we have 0 and we need to top up the deposit. Here, by default, everything is set to USDT TRC20. If you need something else, of course, you can change the coin. We need USDT. We use the TRC20 network. Copy the wallet address. Go to the exchange. Go to your assets. Click on withdraw. We need to withdraw. Click withdraw, select the coin, choose USDT, select the wallet. You see here we have BNB20, but we select TRC20. Enter the address and click next. Click next. The amount we need to withdraw is $101. Why? Because of the fee. Let's do 102. I'll withdraw that. 102 because of the fee. Click withdraw and continue. The exchange will request basically, that's all. The information is your email and the Google verification code. Authenticator. I'm entering that now. This will be cut out or blurred, it doesn't matter. Well, again, these are one-time codes. They won't give anyone anything. So we've withdrawn $102 and now we're waiting for them to arrive on Vataga Crypto. Again, I'll repeat myself. I use everything on Binance. Why? Because, well, that's where all the main liquidity is. That is, there are situations that we trade on other exchanges, but that's not very often, at least in my case. You, by all means, use whatever tabs are convenient for you, whatever you like. And for now, we're just waiting for the funds to arrive. So, friends, we've transferred 100 USDT and they've arrived on Vataga. They arrived in the spot account. Don't forget to immediately transfer them to the futures account. Here, we enter the amount we need. Here are my transaction histories, you see, right? I've withdrawn and transferred funds. Often we transfer from futures to spot, and from spot we send it to the exchange, and then from the exchange to the card when we withdraw. So we enter the full amount, 100%, and click transfer. Transfer. Our money is credited to the futures account. Now you can trade with this money. That's it, specifically on the futures market. If you plan to trade on spot, you don't need to transfer anything anywhere. That's all. Our personal account is ready. Let's sum up a bit about the personal account. We log in, set up security, complete verification, top up the balance, and download the terminal. What do we need to do next? Next, we go to the API keys tab at the bottom left. We go into settings, and here I have an account. On the laptop, there's an account for the journal, and there's an account named Ruslan. This is... You see it's active, right? For the journal, we set it to read only, meaning whenever you enter keys into third-party services, when you enter it, you choose to create a read-only key, and if you also plan to trade, then select read and trade. So, for all third-party platforms, we create read-only keys. Click create again for API keys and enter any name here. I'll write Ruslan2, for example, and here you select read and trade, and access to trusted API addresses. I don't set anything, access is not restricted from any API address. I just click and that's it. I click continue, and here you enter your code from the email and the Google Authenticator. Let's get the code, click here. So just to remind you, we're following this sequence because without security, you won't even be allowed to create keys. After that, we take our keys, copy the key, and now go to the terminal. We open up our terminal, go to settings, and then to connections. I already have one, but let's imagine it's not here. Click the add connection button, then carefully choose exactly what type of connection you want to establish. In this particular case, we will choose Binance link. You see 3 icons in the attack section. That's if you're trading through a broker. If you're trading directly through the exchange, then select the option at the bottom because we'll be working directly with the exchange. But we choose Binance link. This refers to the Binance API. And we enter our first key, the one we copied. We entered the public key. Next, we will now proceed to enter the second crucial key, so to speak. Please carefully copy this key and then proceed to enter it into the designated field. Done. Everything is ready. Click connect. And we see it here. Trading connection, spot trading connection, futures, all connected. I can disable this. We're not interested in it right now. Let's quickly go through this tab. Here, we have our connection. We click connect. And that's it. Everything is ready to go. If you're using a proxy, you connect it here as well, but not in this section. Here, you just select it. Actually, in this window, you add the proxy here and then select it in the connections. Proxy setup is a separate topic, so I won't go into detail here. Our task is to connect the trading gateway. It's already connected. We just need to configure it further. All that's left is to configure it. So let's go in here. But before that, let's go back to the dashboard one more time. What other tabs do we have here? We've figured out transfers, so let's go into FinRest. Leverage is basically your results. And when it comes to leverage, it's worth pausing here for a minute and taking a look. We can set all the leverages in this section. You see, yes, we select it and it will set the leverage for all coins, regardless of whether that leverage is actually available for a particular coin or not. For example, if I select 50, it will set 50 for all coins. For many coins, you simply won't be able to open a position if you haven't set it. Here is that very checkbox where you can set the leverage automatically, which we discussed at the beginning. Leverage reset. See, right here, you see on some coins, the exchange has reset the leverage. It set the available leverage itself instead of 50. You can set it up so that it focuses on our maximum volume. So for example, if you have a volume of $100 and you want to enter a $5,000 position with 50 times leverage, but the coin has a limit, let's say here the minimum limit is $5,000. Well, let's suppose we have $1,000 and we want to enter a $50,000 position. Then the exchange won't let you if a limit is set. Many exchanges have limits set and you can set them in dollars. That is the value. I don't know who might find this useful, but maybe it is useful for someone. So once you've set it, you won't be able to enter with more than a certain amount. Here, we restore the margin mode, meaning cross or isolated. You choose the one you are trading with. That's basically it. You can also configure individual coins separately. Here they are in the list, or you can enter the instrument you need here in the tools and find it in the list. Now let's go back to the terminal. We've set everything up, enabled security, and created API keys. Our terminal is almost ready for